Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this Thursday for Black Excellence. It's the title of our show today. We have some amazing poets that are joining us tonight. We're going to go around and introduce the poets to everyone, and then we're going to start with poetry. First up, we have Best Kept. Best Kept, tell us about yourself, what you got going on in the poetry world, any upcoming events or poetry showings, or tell them about your book
Sure.
and everything, and then bless our mic.
Word. Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Miss Drea, the poet, for having me. I'm excited, and I'm always grateful when someone invites me to share some poems. I never take that for granted, and I'm always appreciative of that. So thank you very much. Um, I'm an educator, and I'm a husband, and I'm a father, and I'm a poet, and I've been writing poems for a long time. Um, my first collection of poems just came out in January. It's called Dreaming Under Polka Dot Stars. And it's just something I've uh, been wanting to do for a long time. So hopefully, if y'all like some of these poems, I'm going to spit for y'all. Hit the book up if you can. If the book is in a um, chat, so check it out if you can. And if you're interested, or hit me up, or just follow me. I'll put my handle in the chat as well. It's at Best Kept.
You're also on World Stage Press.
Well, yeah. It's put out by World Stage Press. Um, and also too, just to plug the CLI class. You know what I did when I wanted to really settle down and write this book. I took a class, and I feel like it's one of the best decisions I ever made. It helped me improve my craft, and it helped me see things in my writing I never saw before to help improve it and to be my best self. So I give props to that CLI class for uh, put me on the straight and narrow so I can complete this project. And last but not least, I've been hosting an open mic. Been running an open mic for over 20 years called the Mic and Dim Lights. We stopped in 2020 after 20 years, and we're starting back up again. We're based out of Pomona, but we're starting back up again in not East LA. Yeah, East LA, LA Arts District. February 22nd, which is next week. And yeah, it's gonna be dope. Follow Mike and Dim Lights. I'll put that in the chat box as well. It's an open mic, and it's just straight up just an open mic. Um,
What
please
other open
follow.
mics have you done in the past?
Uh, I've done as of recently. I've hit up Obsidian Tongues in Pomona. Um, I visited Whiskey and Words not too long ago. Um, that's in Pomona as well. Um, I don't know. We got a chance to do that mural for Alex's thing, and I don't know what city El Serrano, so that was really cool. So it hasn't been so much open mics, more so than just like this poetry gatherings and events and things like that where poets come together, which is all cool, and I'm glad that's happening. Much more so than it used to, so that's a good thing.
Okay, now bless our mic with one of your poems.
Okay, so what's the how many poems I get or do I do?
So you
Or
do one first, and then we'll go around and come back to you.
okay, all right, cool. Superpower on the hour. Chadwick Boseman in them took off his mask super fast. He was stronger than them. He'll be a blast from the past. He'll live longer, and then there'll be a slew of Black Panthers up in Oakland again. I'm hoping again. I hope for my friends. I'm hopeful for the hopeless with hopelessly thin. Pockets full of masks, now we breathing again. Rainbow at the end, finally seeing again. I hope you wish I would win because I wish you would win. Don't want to see another day of sold out tissue again. Too many issues within. I watch the fiscals up in. It's like poverty and homelessness done tripled again. Done tripled again. Done tripled again. Furloughs a no-go on one layoff from them. Congress passed 600. What's the payoff for them? When the mask come off, we see them grinning again. Millionaire men and women hella winning again. I'm a constituent with advice for them. If we ain't right, then it shouldn't be right for them. While we watch them swim, we up here drowning again. When the mask come off, you'll see us frowning again. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that piece. Up next to bless our mic is Dragonfly. Dragonfly, tell us about yourself, what you have going on, any books out, any upcoming events.
Hi, I'm Dragonfly, and I'm a Cancer. I like
Ooh,
long walks
Cancer.
on the. Oh, take my hand. No, I'm just playing. I'm Dragonfly John. I've been doing poetry for a while. I'm a part of a crew called Never Speak. That's out of Long Beach. Nerd is also in Never Speak. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy, my man, 50 grand. Um, aside from being a part of a poetry collective, I haven't done poetry in a while. Actually, in the last 2 weeks was the first two that I've done in like 6 years. So I'm just coming back out of retirement. But in the meantime, I have been published. I'm I have two poems published in Fight Evil with Poetry, and that was the hookup from my boy called Michael Bournet, and this was out of Sideshow Media Group. And you can hit me up on social media, on Instagram at Dragonfly John or at Other Words Left. That's where I push my visual art. I have T-shirts for sale. But let me try to get it in there. Um, it is my own design. Um, I'm pushing the books for 25 and the T-shirts for 25. Um, I Wow, I want to say I've been doing poetry for over 20 years. Wow, it's hard to say you've been doing. I'm old. Goodness. When you say you've been doing anything besides living for more than 20 years, goodness. Um, Other than that, I'm a hip hop head. I love underground and middle ground hip hop. I'm a lover of all things dope. Um, Music, live shows, arts of all kinds. I don't know if you can pluralize art like that. So I'll just go back and say art of all kinds. And yeah. I'm also an MC. I've put out two albums. Um, I've done shows all over Southern California, or California, all over Oregon, all over the place. So I'm just knocking the rest off. And thank you for having me. I appreciate this. This is a great honor. I love your energy. I love the energy of 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 this online venue. And I think it's super dope that you got me here with a bunch
We
of
got the
dope poets.
Cancer
Thank you.
energy. I'm a
Yes.
Cancer too.
Me too.
You dig.
Yes.
You dig. You
Yes.
Yeah.
dig.
Cancers always have the best energy.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. That's the
Yes.
truth.
I'm a June Cancer.
I'm
Me
a
too.
July Cancer. I'm super sensitive. Okay, I
Okay,
think
now bless her
I'm gonna do a
mic.
poem for you now.
Yes.
Okay, it's black licorice. It's usually when what you see is what you get. Because I wear my identity on my feet, and you can see where I'm from on my cap. It's rocking a chain, platinum, gold, silver, or platinum, gold, or silver stain, but rocking all of the above like it's platinum. It's taking something rare and making it common just for flair, like wearing Gucci slippers to pick up my baby from my baby mama's house just to take him to daycare. Like these old things, that's just my everyday wear. Like I didn't even know that platinum was a precious metal until Cat started bragging about it in raps. Like I used to confuse it with plutonium. Like, isn't that shit radioactive? Like Okay. His album went platinum, and he rocks platinum jewelry. But watch when I start rocking plutonium. Everybody's gonna be jocking my steez. It's everybody knowing how much your gear costs, but never knowing how much you paid for it. Like those Gucci slippers that I rock. They only cost my boy a raspberry rock, but he couldn't fit them. So it only cost me like 10 to get them. It's everything that you didn't even know that can kill you hanging over your head or around your neck. It's taking the worst term that you could possibly think of, reverse snake shedding it, immerse fitting it, and then announcing to the whole world that I'm winning and grinning with jewels in my grill. When you see racist folks get mad, and oh, they gonna get mad because it's the only thing that they can't have. They want to be able to say it to my face just like the old days. But no matter how much I wonder why they would want to, the point is still I can say it, but you can't. It's everything attractive to me. It's everything repulsive to me. It's everything with not enough nutrients and too much of a good thing like sugar and diabetes. It's everything that daddy doesn't want showing up for dinner. Like, guess who's coming for dinner? This guy. It's everything you think is cool and absolutely nothing that you want to be. It's an acquired taste. Like eating chitlins and bean pies while watching Blackula and listening to X Clan and Black Star. Oh, it's black. It's bitter. It's sweet. It's bittersweet. I'm thinking of a word. It sounds like licorice, but it starts with an N. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that piece. Thank you. Thank you. Next up to bless our mic is Uraeus. Uraeus, tell us what you got going on in the poetry world, any upcoming events. Tell us a little background about yourself and if you have a book coming out.
Hi, my name is Uraeus. I am a writer. I'm a photographer. I do everything that you can imagine a creative person want to do. Right now, me and a few friends are putting out a magazine called Frames of Mind. So if you are interested in any of the poems I'm going to say, you can definitely purchase that magazine when we publish it, and all the poems are going to be in there. Um, Relatively new to the poetry world. I've been writing all my life, but poetry is definitely a new venture I've been uh, I found myself really enjoying and wanting to come back to more and more than other stuff I've been doing. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to actually do it right now. If y'all ready, I would love to start.
Yes, please
Perfect.
bless their mic.
Perfect. So this first poem is going to be called Self-Portrait in Crayon Scribbles. Let me just pull it up real quick. All right. Self-Portrait in Crayon Scribbles. Cocoa butter and black beans, prayers in your mother's tongue that your mirror sees, promised land, familiar and forgotten, names carved across rolling hills, bridged under dancing gardens between you and great fire, a yearning in your eyes, find joy in sin and scripture on stained glass of crayon scribbles, molded after a kiss from childhood. You smile good, in your own tongue that too is prayer, an offering, a promise, please keep it warm for when winter turns cold as they dance across lifetimes in exodus through worlds not built for you. Find a world built for you, and still waters reflect. Faces love for centuries stare back. May you see them as promised lands.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much
thank
for
you.
that. Yes. Let's keep the dopeness going. Up next to the mic is Nerd the Poet. Please tell us what you have going on in the poetry world. If you have any upcoming events, and tell us about your book. And then bless our mic.
All right, what's going on, y'all? My name is Nerd the Poet, also known as the Bi-Coastal Poetry Playboy, originally from Los Angeles, California, currently living in Washington, D.C., Southeast to be exact. I am a spoken word artist, host, entrepreneur, published poet, CEO of Nerd the Poet Productions, a production company that does consulting and poetry events. I created Refresh Open Mic, which I've been doing out here in the DMV area for about almost 2 years, a year and a half. I am the 2022 winner of the DC Poet Project and produced a book called I'd Rather Be Called a Nerd, which you can find with the link that I put in the chat. The first book that I produced, the love song D. Nerd McDonald, member of Never Speak, Long Beach. That's where I got my foundation. Shout out to Philosophy, Dragonfly, Tommy Domino, Dr. Noosh, Ravina, Shiva Fly, Black Charlie. Those my peoples, man, who got me the foundation to say it has been 10 years as a professional poet as of this year. So what else do I want to say? I'm having my book launch. Thank you. I'm having my book launch out here in DC Northwest, DC at Union Market. It's going to be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Immediately after that, I'll be performing at the Anacostia Art Center for Release Open Mic as a part of Art is Positive Empowerment Company. And the piece that I'm going to be sharing with y'all is a new piece called Insomniac. Now, it would take 10 MCs to equal me, like it takes 4 bowls of nutrients and raisin bran to equal 1 serving in total. Said nerdy is quite QWERTY, although my type is proto. Give you a big L, I ain't talking about lotto logos. Gotta be in it to win it. 2 heels, 10 toes down, not finicky flipping as if guinea pigs missing a step and they run and the wheel had to spin them the same way Karma does my enemies wish and move to the capital. See, I be shifting. But hold me down, it seems that I'm talking loud, they're just receiving it different. Text like tonality, directions and letters all over the place trying to do a fatality and kill this conversation. It's in my blood, but type O, so lack of education or laziness or drunkenness. I say it's in my blood. This is verbal inebriation. So if I WYD, I'm simply cutting confusion by using abbreviations. Since the mood and the music is brewing and evoke. See what the vodka did? Got me talking provocative. I hope not to myself. I'm in need of your acknowledgement. But for the melatonin and there's a closing of optic lid. Nerd, what's the subject? Whole time talking about sending a drunk text. See, I'm an insomniac. Stay over my P's and Q's till it looks like it's going down. That's a sign of a Pontiac. I be chilling, but can make it hotter than the walls of a laundromat. Power housed in my cell, but it's not the mitochondria. They say my material's shocking. I forgot to soften the fabric. It's like that. Automatic, systematic. My bar's up like a gymnastic apparatus. No, it's not from Miss Douglas, but it's a Gab's gift. Dig deeper than Doug did. This game a classic. Invested more than Doug is with his fashion. I'm funny like that. And cool, as if Slick had a rebirth named Smooth, though you only touch the surface, can see my edges jagged. So I'm looking for where the party at, because depression got me feeling half past midnight, but even if my days are dark, at least the event bright. And personally, on that little search tab, I'll be searching for free. Looking for like-minded people, I'll be searching for me and you, realizing I can't expect me from you. So I'm going to make this time the best we ever had, to never see you again, so I can pull a me on you. Because I got problems with attachments. If you browse my files, you've seen I've been too big to fit, so I'm up in the clouds. I've had the shadiest visions, got me up sipping, skipping circadian rhythms. This ain't a poem. It's more of a ride. Because I discovered the 6th element. It's a surprise. On this journey of life, they tell me to have faith, though to be honest, I'm awfully skeptic. So I will rest either when I'm dead or become a nar. Poem.
Yes, That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Thank you so much for that dope piece. Okay, we're going to take it back around. Best kept, bless our mic again. Your mic is off.
Sorry about that. So this poem right here is the first poem in my book. Not only is the first poem in my book, but it's my first ever memory, my furthest memory. And the title of it is called My Uncle Butch Flipped Meat on the Grill with His Fingers. There's a hilltop in a tiny Texas town where blue jays blend with the sky and daisies pirouette next to yellowish green grass, so green grass turned yellow, or where yellow and green grass handhold. Near an off-white trailer with brown bruises and shedding skin. Nearby locusts shed skin before becoming migratory, and we migrate to the hilltop where the jukebox is playing black noise. And noisy black boys with energy play games where we run and we tussle and we think. I think my uncle drank enough to tell a story on how he knocked somebody out with brass knuckles. My other uncle knock out shots of whiskey and that clear stuff he say, grow hair on your chest, ice chest, full of pop and beer from the wet town where the liquor sign has a flickering R. The flickering strobe of the jukebox as it eats one quarter at a time. It play music my auntie snap their fingers to. They talk about how their nephew look just like their daddy. And they whisper how their nephew don't look nothing like his daddy. There's nothing like daddies and mamas and aunties and uncles and cousins. And daddies and mamas and aunties and uncles and cousins. There's nothing like daddies and mamas and aunties and uncles and cousins gathering on top of a hilltop on a Friday night in a bruised up trailer. I watch them play spades and dominoes at a folding table, small enough to see auntie's big six. She slapped it down and yelled, fit in, like my uncles do. At my age, she kept score, and at my age, I dream, and I eat orange chips, and I watch Uncle Butch flip meat on the grill with his fingers under a basketball moon and polka dot stars. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that piece.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Yes. We got Queen Kwani in the building. She's a part of our Verses and Vibes. She is the sound. I'm the shine.
Hello.
Say hey, Kwani. No, we're going to take it back around. Up next to Bless Our Mic is Dragonfly. Bless our mic again.
Kwani, your mic is muted.
Kwani, they're telling you your mic is muted. Okay. First of all, I just want to say, yo, y'all are dope. All of y'all. You guys are killing it. I especially love the imagery that you guys are using. Nerd, the wordplay is fire, fam. You always do that so well. The way you flip and everything, that's super dope. Uraeus and Best Cap, yo, the imagery, fire. I'm feeling it all. So it's dope to be amongst dope poets. You guys are fire.
You didn't see my title? Black Excellence. That's what we bringing tonight.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Saw all of
Yes,
y'all
I
was
did.
dope. I had to mix it together.
And nobody's falling short. You guys are holding it down. A toast to every great poet that I know. You are the continuation of the founding fathers of hip hop. A counterculture to the current state of music of our society that tells us to party it up, be rock stars, and drink our lives away. To measure our success in wild nights, babies, mamas, and dollar signs, a counter-revolution to the socialist anthem that rap has become the offspring of the Harlem Renaissance. The spirit of the Shakespearean advice that says, But first, above all, to thine own self be true. The thirsty guttural call that wars against these days and times. These waves of lies that plagues our children's minds, the words placed into the stale air of these open mics that carry out to the streets and become the wheels of change when these doors become opening. Blessed with the gift of razor tongues with razor sharp wit, so sharp when we spit, we make the wind bleed. We try to guillotine you free and aim straight for your heads to take the load off of your shoulders. We are beyond 5 and 6 intuitive awarenesses. We are more than just clothed in our right minds. Our minds are clothed with the fashion sense that is the flow of an underground MC. Unorthodox and carefree. Individual creative prose that goes from the streets to the colleges, that works with blue collars or fits like expensive Armani's. We just blend it all in there. But in the end, it always comes together. We are fat girls running. Minds set on progress when every force and law of nature, including our own body, works against us. But no matter what or how far we get, you must admire the effort. We are beyond this universe with enlightened paragraphs. We battle with monotone diatribes, with polysyllabic soliloquies. We fight to expose the truth of old sayings, to question and answer life's little idiosyncrasies. Like, if we only live once, then why does death come in threes? Because it makes life that much more valuable. We multiply our seeds to bear fruitful minds that stand the test of clocks ticking throughout eternities, because our words carry our legacies past the natural order of the trees, sequoias with infinite rings inside us, because infinite breathes inside us. We birth, rebirth with every whisper. Why? Because this world is as cold as white whispers. Why? Because empires crumble when rich men whisper white lies behind closed doors. We fight to open doors and to polish glass ceilings until we finally rub them so thin that our shouts will shatter them. We bout with the pattern of life getting the best of us until the rest of us realize that there is more of us than there is them. We fight until you all join in the fight of our lives. A toast to your sermons. Pearls, jewels, and gems drip like raindrops from our lips and our limbs. Our extremities are flower petals, and our bodies are concrete stems. You can't beat us. You can't knock us. And the radio can no longer rock us because we rock souls like shell toes. Until every single person headed for hell knows the truth, and we only run from battles to marathon for more troops. And blessed are the feet of them that carry good news, but our good news comes on the other tragedies, like after the bodies have been counted, like the aftermath of war is peace. And we tell you that every personal victory is worth fighting for because we did it and have become strong enough to bury our burdens deep and beg for no pardons and use the decaying carcasses of our conquered demons as fertilizer for our gardens. God bless.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Yes. Drop the mic, Dragonfly. Drop the mic. We gonna mix it up a little. I got my girl Queen Kwani here. Kwani, can you bless the mic with that poem you did last night? First, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
Hi, I am Queen Kwani, the sound of voices and vibes. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all dope. I was listening. I was on YouTube. I was doing my hair. I was blow drying. This is fresh blowout. But now I'm here. And I'm gonna give y'all this one. I think this is the one you're talking about, Drea. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around, would it make a sound? Would you hear it? If I told you, would you believe it? With all the tragedy going on in this world, if you were standing right in front of it, you probably wouldn't even see it. So busy with your eyes open wide shut and your ears focused on unimportant stuff that the one thing that means the most to you was a goddamn cell phone. And yet there's a child somewhere that can't find its way home. At that, doesn't even have a home to find, and you sitting here mad wondering why so and so hasn't called. It's got you losing your mind, got you rolling your eyes at the same person that greets you with a smile and make sure you are right before you leave in the morning, but the same nigga who called you a bitch and tried to make up for it with a kiss, you forgave him for it and didn't deceive me. Well, all I'm trying to do is keep your head in focus. And it's making me sick to my stomach because you can't seem to realize it's hurting everybody around you. I keep telling you they're trying to kill our dreams, but you thinking I'm looking down on you, but that ain't the issue. Every night I get down on my knees and I pray for you, hoping that one day you open your eyes and see the path that God has laid for you. Because when our tears of our fears fall, you don't seem to hear the real meanings of the words, I love you. And it scares me. Because your trees are falling while you're gone doing what you're doing and it's screaming, devoting, and cursing. But where are you? Even when you're not around, it's calling to you, whether you hear it or not.
Woo!
Thank you, thank you. That was called If a Tree Falls.
Yes.
That was like a workshop from my poetry, Poetry Smith. He's one of the founders of D. I hear the applause in the background. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're going to take it back around to Urias. Bless our mic again.
Also, I got a copy what Dragonfly was saying. All y'all amazing. I am very glad to be here. All y'all amazing. Dragonfly, I'm gonna say something. I ain't never heard the phrase "make the wind bleed," and I know what that means. That's and Queen Kwani, I can't even say that. That was beautiful. Thank you, thank you. All right, so this next poem is gonna be called "The Word for Mural in a Dead Language." A dance, etched in shape and color of a dead language, in the end whose doesn't matter anyway. No apocalypse is ever awkward when young lovers dance on graves so the dead may hear them still, may the dead hear them still, taught to slay a devil, make love like war in the name of all that is, shallow and sacred, no ore that kiss the same faces who ain't been home in a while, who ain't coming back. Dance in the mirror with the babies who never met. For a moment, the resemblance is natural and uncanny. Valley of God in a dead language, they dance forever. Ugly rage be healing. To find joy, resist in the end of a dead language, etched in shape and color. A dance, the word for mural in a dead language. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, we're going to take it back around. Thank you so much for that piece. Nerd the Poet, you're up next. Bless our mic, sir.
All right, y'all. Yeah, and again, I'm keep the encouragement going, man. Y'all are super dope. Dragonfly is good to hear. My favorites, you know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing first Fridays. Best kept, I heard your name in the streets for many years. So it's good to hear some stuff from you. Queen Renee. Hopefully I get to see you in person. Rarely, I like your flow and everything like that. So this piece is a flip of Miss Jackson by Outkast, but it's called Mr. Jackson. All right. So I usually do like a call and response with the audience. So I'm gonna try and do my best to resemble that in this piece.
Do you want us to leave our mics on?
No, y'all.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate you, though. Where are you, Mr. Jackson? Ooh, it's getting real. Never meant to make your daughter cry, but I got something that's on my mind. So you never gave her a chance to be a daddy's girl. And her search for father figures got her skating down thin ice of slippery slopes of short middle attention span and false hope for love and affection. She needed the coat of protection. She needed the point of direction. Now, after falling and bumping her bottom so many times, she's become as hardened as her atmosphere, tolerated but at most feared, independent and intimidating, outshining her male counterparts who mistake that act as humiliating. And I never seen a horror flick where the victim becomes the villain. I could barely convince her to want to bear my children because she didn't want to be responsible for bringing another life to feel the same pain. Sadly, every time there's a man in the picture, she thinks it's the same frame. So, where are you, Mr. Jackson? Ooh, it's getting real. Never meant to make your daughter cry, but I got something that's on my mind. See, me and your daughter had a special thing going on, and you wasn't around to say what it was. I got a good job, a college degree, and a fraternity, but her gangbanging cousins only want to know if I'm blood or cuz. And her uncle don't care. He only looking for a buzz, tricking off on the same girl suffering from the hurt people like you have done. Now, I don't mean to come at you from a disrespectful angle, but you made love on the dance floor where it took two to tango, then waltzed out the club, leaving the mother with all the. Then waltzed out the club. Hold on. Then walks out the club, leaving the mother with all the struggles. Grew up not believing in love. She couldn't even do the Cupid shuffle. To the left. Can't get back in place because she don't know the right steps. So you don't know how much that would damage her. Been dodged so much she can't even ride in a Ram Charger, a Challenger. And for all this, I can't stay mad at her. But cheating, for me, that's an act you can't come back from. So I can't marry your daughter. I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. Poem.
Can't do it. Not after that. Hey, Anastasia. Thank you for joining us. Hey, AJ. Thanks for joining us. I got my girl, Evan Flo, in the building. She is the other host. She is part of Verses and Vibes. Myself, her, and Queen Kwani. She will be introducing the next person, Dragonfly.
Hello, everyone. The mic is on fire. I'm so happy to be here with you all. And so I'll bring Dragonfly John up to the mic now.
Very honored. Isn't it best kept? Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's best kept now. Yes, sorry. Thank you so much.
My apologies.
I really want to hear best kept next joint.
So do I. So without further ado, we will bring Best Kept to the stage.
Thank you. I'm just gonna follow suit. Queen Kwani, I want to hear more of your poetry. I think you're dope. This whole show is just dope. Dragonfly and Nerd, I always feel like the art of wordplay has been missing in hip hop and poetry, and I just love how y'all just really embody that art of wordplay when y'all do y'all poetry, man. I love that. Just those internal rhymes and those little lines that y'all be carrying over into the next bar. That's just dope. So that's dope. And Uraeus, I tell my students all the time when they write poetry, I don't follow this myself, this rule, as much as I should, but I always tell people, like, if you can, when you write poetry, you want to use the least words as possible to get your point across. And I feel like you embody that, man. I feel like, your work, your poetry is so minimal, but it means so much, and you don't waste words with your writing. So I really appreciate that, and that's a lost art too. So keep it up, man. And I love your style, and just the way the way you emphasize certain things in your writing style is it's commendable. And this is a little short piece right here. Is just since it's Black History Month, I want to honor one of my ancestors. Her 7-Up cake, straight up, so good. First thing ate up. Bet you can't guess her age. Pay up. Oatmeal, cream pie, and coffee to start her day up. When I heard, I hoped it was made up. What? Hold on. Wait up. She was just teaching Sunday school. Pray up. Smiling down on her loved ones from way up. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that piece.
Beautiful piece.
Yes. When I tell you, I went to Best Kept when his book came out, and I felt like I was in church. It was such a great book release. He had the singer in the background. He was doing his poetry. He had people in the audience doing, call and response. It was just the dopest book release I've ever been to.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for supporting and coming through.
Yes. I'm going to pass the mic back to Ebony.
Okay, that was a beautiful piece. Really enjoyed it. Enjoy everything Best Kept does. So dope. So now we're gonna take it to you, Dragonfly. Is it your turn yet? Do I got the order right? I want to make sure I got the order right. You don't want to hear nobody else.
Yes.
Okay. Now let me throw off the function.
Yeah.
All right. So next up to the mic is Dragonfly.
I just want to say thank you again for having me here, ladies. This is a really dope function. I'm blessed. You guys are so dope. I just don't know what poem to do next. So I want to hear more of y'all. So I'm gonna do a short one if that's okay. The Fibonacci spirals in my curls symbolizes a godlike eternity. The handshakes and daps that I give to my brothers is an odd-like fraternity. Born from fire and ice, trials and nice tries under the sight of the Ujat with a single tear from Ra's eyes, as I try to evade the sight of the law's eyes, while they try to separate me from my God-given rights to life, liberty, love, and the pursuit of happiness. As my crown elevates upward to the sky with the appearance of the roots of a heavenly tree, I celebrate my nappiness. Every sunrise is a newborn day to my essence. It looks and tastes like rainbow sherbet and brings a childlike blessing, like branches of a heavenly tree reaching for home, worshiping him whose likeness I am in, like our souls already know to throw their hands in the air and wave them like we just don't care because God is a DJ. Scratch that. God is the original DJ. Think about it. The earth spins. His booming ass solar system spins. The universe spins. I bet God was beatboxing when he put the stars in space. I bet God was beatboxing when he put those eyes in your face. I bet God was beatboxing I bet God was beatboxing and check your hearing when he made you like check 1 2 1 2. Yeah. You are a composition. You are rhythm. You are a rhyme. You are a footwork to God's groove, a pendulum when your hips move. You are how God keeps time. God bless.
Yes.
That was dope.
Real, real. Really enjoyed that piece. Thank you so
Jaquan up
much.
next, Ebony.
All right. So we're gonna take it back to Queen Kwani.
Shaquan, do the mom poem. We can't hear you.
You muted, Kwani.
You muted. No. Okay, we can go back to Kwani. So Urias is up next.
All right, Kwani will be back. So we're gonna take it back to you, Urias. Bless the mic,
All right.
please.
Perfect. I think in honor of the last two, I've one that I think kind of fits the vibe of it. It's called Altars. May you dance forever. You offer the ghost, ancestor of your ancestors, name found only in the ashes of burnt books. May your mirror and stove hold more love than you know what to do with. The spirit offers to you, child of royalty, sages, sinners, slaves, and exiles. Teach me to destroy the world, its devils, their towers, their fucking towers. You plead to the altar. There's so many. We're so tired of praying. There's a God at the end of all this. I pray there's a God at the end of all this. Where they will build a tower, make a garden, eat, feed everyone, destroy through creation, the apparition pleads back. In your garden, when you notice how the spider dances on the web, when you notice the spider dance on his web, how the web ballooned in the tree, while the tree praises the sky, all older than any devil you could name, rest, knowing the dead too build altars with hopes you find joy easier in your lives. Altars.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you hear me now? That was beautiful.
Yes, we can
Thank
hear you,
Thank
Kwani.
you. See, I knew I had to leave and come back. Somebody had called me in the middle of somebody performing, and so that knocked off my mic. But I'm here.
Welcome back.
Thank you for that piece. Y'all all are so dope. I see Andrea hitting me with the request, so I got you, Chef Lee. I love her. And I only say it because I have to. They told me to. They say she's the only one that I got, so I oughta. She gave me life, so I better. Forgive everything that she's done. She's your mother. I love her. She is beautiful. Try to tell her she not, and that would be hating. Put some respect on her motherfucking name. That bitch will show you who a real one is. She is the realest. Mommy dearest. Don't make her have to remind you. Don't you dare do to her what she do to you. You know, like, keep it real. Speak your heart. Be unapologetic about it. She will fuck you up. Who do you think that you are? She is the HBIC. And don't you forget it. Don't you ever think you too old to get fucked with. She will fuck with you, but you better be pretty. She don't fuck with no bum bitches. Oh, bum bitch, I love her. She told me she loved me too. She really do. She also told me, I don't want you. Ain't nobody ever go want you. And I love you, but I don't like you. And I believe it. I feel the same way. Gotta love her. I hate her sometimes. Sometimes I wish she never had me. She does too. She told me so. She doesn't remember saying this, but I will never forget. It's okay. I forgive her. I love her. Not only because I have to, and I swear I wouldn't fuck with her if I didn't have to. If the people that she swear turned me against her didn't tell me to, that's your mother, they said. You only got one, they said. She's only trying to make you stronger for this world, is what I've convinced myself that she's doing. Because no one has hurt me more than she, and no one ever will. I love her for that. I love how she just don't give a fuck. I hate how she just don't give a fuck. She could be the sweetest thing in the world, but she could be the meanest thing in the world if you make her that way. Don't take much to make her that way. A thin line between love and hate. My mother has taught me patience. Mother has taught me respect. Everything that I know, like how love can be so unloving at times, but you can still call it love if you have to. That was called I Love My Mother.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Queenie. You know we love that poem, Queenie.
Yes, we love that piece.
Thank you so much for that piece. Queenie, always. Thank you so much. All right. And next up to the mic, we have Miss Drea the poet. Bless our mic.
Okay. This piece is called Sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you. That wasn't part of the plan. I did give myself time to really heal. Mixed emotions, steady coasting, revealing memories of the past. Wishing why it couldn't last or even go back to the way it used to be, a time and place, please let it be. I can't continue. To make mistakes or excuses is not fair to you or me to continue down this road, a path of misery. Were once destined to be, but now I see no more. You and me, you need time to heal. So I sit here and contemplate the decisions between you and I. Good ones, better ones, the ones in between. I should have spoken up at times. I'll let the pain come out as resentment. That was never the plan. I walked away, wanted to stay, remain back in the time and space where we were one, on the same page. And that's my piece.
Right. Thank you for that piece, Queen. All right, so I'll pass the mic back to you, Miss Drea. Would you say, Queen? We couldn't hear you.
Up next to bless our mic is Nerd the Poet.
All right, y'all. I got some new-ish, never been performed before, so this is exclusive. And it's called Hangover. It goes like this. You can catch me in the latest drip. That's why girls want to hang over like a Vegas trip. Not too shabby. Call me Mr. Fantastic, Boombastic, but I'm not too shaggy. Because I let you know it was me, but I'm not too braggy. I'm only telling you what NC, so don't get aggy. Yet he is I and I am him. When I'm in that H&M or thrift store ancient trim, try to find us in your size, your loan patience then 13-inch foot, but if the 13-inch foot, but if the 12s run big, I have to make them fit. I have an old soul, trained to be a classic man. I know you're feeling this. Not Cornelius, but still a Don with this mic in hand, or a wand as I make magic then disappear. The only tricking because I don't pay for sex. But then the question arises, with whom does he lay in bed? Who want to place a bet? Waiting for me to drop the ball. It's like playing roulette, wheeling and dealing. Anxieties high, stakes up to the ceiling. Here's the truth, I'm not a fruit, just dressed really appealing. Orange you bananas, preparing yourself to the alphabet community. I vitamin A through K are all good to boost immunity, but there's no ambiguity. I know I'm not what you usually see. Sticking to the rivers and lakes, I'm not what you usually see. Because I be making waves like butterflies or blue light frequencies. Just a genius with idiosyncrasies. Like how I think chinos just can't compete with jeans. How I like bright colors because they match my personality. When it comes to the coats, I'm pushing Pete, looking sweet. Only time you get the taste out your mouth is when I bring a new flavor. When they think they got nerd figured out, it's a new layer. Woo! I bring a new flavor. In fact, you can also address me as a second controller because I'm two-player. It's about the confidence. Real talk is something about putting the outfit together be one of your day's few accomplishments. Real talk is about how being well-dressed is the only way a black man can get a compliment. Though everything we do in the community is under scrutiny, and that's incompetent. Realist talk, in LA, you wear the wrong hat, scarf, socks, pants, jersey, a jacket, you're not coming out of it. Where sidewalks had to become runways instead of gauntlets. I deprive myself of supporting my favorite sports teams, even accepted being taunted. By close calls, altercations, I'm still haunted. Vibrant in plain sight when it was really to hide. Developed a passion for fashion and wear it with pride. I guess that means I'm in touch with my feminine side, but I don't trip. Only thing coming out my closets are my outfits, Because I'm the bi-coastal poetry playboy, the one who makes the ladies folly and swoon, the reason why late nights turn into afternoons. And like the letter V, I'll always come after you as I head back to my seat and hear we love you, nerd. Why, thank you. I love you too.
All right, bi-coastal poetry playboy. Thank you for that. That was dope. That was dope. So many catchy lines in that. I love
That
it.
was dope. I see it. Dopeness. Up next to bless our mic, taking it back to best kept. Your mic is off. Best kept, your mic is off.
All right, got it. All right, here we go. Urias, I just wanted you to know that your mom's painting is in the back of me right now. I don't know if you knew that. I know if you can recognize it, but yeah, I like to floss it. I like to floss it every now and then. I had to do a lot of rearranging with my furniture just so I can get a good little thing. I still didn't get all of it, but yeah, that's Jahal right there.
I peep game. I see it. I see
it. This whole ugly talk got me feeling yucky. I hold in my frowns to prevent disaster. Master smiles with temporary beauty, and y'all still question while I'm moody. I'm just ugly. From the ground up, y'all turn the sound up when I'm talking. Loan me a paper bag and send me walking. Ugly smiles call for ugly days, and because we poor people, we survive in ugly ways. They put us behind ugly bars and give us ugly pay. This is an ugly day, and I'm a bask in it. I own a green shoulder bag with a mask in it. Hoping every day was Halloween so I can fit in. Knock on doors till I'm 54, till I blend in. I'm ugly as that's how it's been. Y'all can be ugly too. And if I put any three of anybody together, then they can be an ugly crew. Thank you.
All right.
Please.
Yeah.
Up next to bless our mic is my girl, Ebb and Flow. Ebb and Flow, it's on you. Bless the mic one time.
Hello, everyone. This piece is called Figueroa. And what I like to do, I like to give a voice to the voiceless and speak for the unspoken. So this piece is about that. Figueroa, where girls are taken, given, and trapped. Beautiful lost souls on Figaro. They call them hoes, but I see the heaven on earth and eyes defied by tragedy. And daddies that left long before morning came. In plain sight, you walk the blade, body exposed, hoping for a quick thrill to perhaps pay a couple of bills or fund a meal. Yet you feel nothing. Walking dead, dread it finds no glory here. But I see clear into the souls of men who use your body as scapegoats. Stop signs that mean go and condoms left in streets exposed. Beauty beneath the makeup that doesn't make up for the breakup of love left scattered across intersections. No protection, and so you're stressing. A lesson learned, we thought, when the cop threw you in the back of cars, but like scars left unhealed, back seats serve as places where cheap thrills spill onto plastic seats, unleashing the beast. And so you trap again once they release. And I'm left wondering what led you to the streets, wishing I could save you all one by one until them all, but I am no savior at all. Only a mother with a heart big enough to love you all. And still, I fall victim to staring while you walk up to cars that hold who knows what they are. Passers-by glaring at windows full of fog from moans and groans of lust-filled cars. I've seen it all. From babies to grannies to pregnant teens, and as always, I leave grieving, chest heaving from broken down dreams and aspirations unachieved, wondering where are your mothers, our sisters, and brothers, and who failed you? Yet you remain fixated on pain that doesn't lead to gain, and the disdain encompasses my mind as I drive by time after time, a new soul that can't go home or doesn't want to. From tricks to pimps to hoes and strolls, it all goes down on Figaro. So I pray for the beautiful souls lost in pills of birth uncontrolled and homes that dissipate like evening dates of rape that leaves everlasting memories of shame. Who can escape from the blade? I hope one day you may trade your walking shoes for cars that drive you away from here, never to return, giving a turn at life that separates strife and the street life. From red lights at night to sunrise and sleep, encompassing peace. I'd save you if you let me. Problem is, you don't think that you need saving, exchanging time for money. Oh, honey, I wish you knew how important you are. And that your body is a temple housed by your broken soul. Although you may seem far from whole, the Most High knows and He sees everything. And He gives out peace despairingly to those who seek. So tonight, when cars keep going and you have a bit of peace or a moment to yourself, call out his holy name with your heart and soul, or even your mouth. I promise you he will hear and come near and swift to deliver you from yourself. As tricks call you pretty, if only for a cheap thrill, there is a man above that knows you for real. And his plan was written with you included, excluding any past transgressions, just lessons of love that glorify doves flying free from streets of lost souls, finding home. God bless the child that could hold her own. Figueroa.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Yes, friend, yes. Next up to bless our mic is Dragonfly John. Bless our mic one more time.
Thank you again. It's a blessing to be in a room virtually with people who delve into deeper thought. I've been listening to the radio a lot, and I don't know why I've been doing that. I've been watching a lot of TV, but it's a blessing to know that there are people who see past the superficial um, and able to express it in a beautiful way. You guys are all dope, ladies. You guys are coming with it tonight. The energy is incredible here, and I'm not even in the same room with y'all. This is incredible. So I'm gonna do a love poem, if that's okay. Uh, Baby, there's no need to tell you. As far as I can nearly recall, your love has been good to me. So you don't have to worry at all. I'll sacrifice my time to make sure you're satisfied. And there's no hard pains to the joy I bring. I wanna give you all my love. An ode to my tennis shoe collection. I love the elongated neck of you. And sometimes a veces estás corto conmigo. You're short with me. But you never front on me in public. We stunt together. All of the pretty colors you rock, sometimes it's hard to pull it off. But somehow, somewhere, always do. We always do. And you know that I hate it when couples wear, especially when they over accentuate, but you're the only one that I would ever do that with. And you know it. I am the man with you. But you bring out the B-boy in me. Your soul matches my soul. We grow together. Sometimes I don't know if it's gravity or you that holds me down. Nope, it's gravity. Because when you're with me, I left foot leap, right hand layup. I'm just saying, together you give me the appearance of a baller. Float through the air. We stay up late at night. We do shit together like pool females. Yeah, because you can never be jealous of my shine. You are the sparkle in my eye that lifts my spirits when my head is down. I want more of you. Almost like a 401k, so I invest in you. I should be ashamed, but shit, tell that to them lames that drool at the sight of you. I want more of you. Every time I'm inside of you, it's so deep. There's two sides of you. I get them both at the same damn time, like a threesome, but it's just it wouldn't be complete without the solidarity of your bipolar. You give me balance like a baby bee boy that I'm in between you. And every time there with me when I've gotten up to hold me up as I stand tall and put a foot in front of the other to move on. I guess what I'm trying to say is when you're adorned in crazy colors, it's only fitting. Because the brighter parts in our lives are not just to outshine the darkness, but to help us to navigate our paths as the stars do. So I marvel and appreciate you like the stars. You light my path. You are my fresh scent pre-pubescent dream turned real flower in the field, drowning in the sea of concrete that we conquer together. My guilty pleasure, my freaky patent leather covered or sporty every other pattern imaginable. Just one shoe is incomplete, but you are more than a pair. You are the entire shoe game, and you complete me. God bless.
Yes.
Thank you for that piece. That was
Yes.
was following along. Like, do I have any of those shoes?
That was dope.
That was real dope. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for that piece, King. I appreciate it. All
Quanta,
right.
you got a love poem?
You said, do I have a love poem?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was gonna do my a father's love, or that's not a love poem. That's just I don't know saying
You got a love poem because you did one before, so let's hear it.
okay. Love poem. It's called Ecstasy. I'm wondering if my man is ecstasy. Because I'm telling you, man, he gets to me. I mean, I am so high. I'm touching the sky. Forget the butterflies. I'm mesmerized, magnified. I mean, I'm stuck, love struck, and I don't want to get away. I'm hoping we'll stay together forever, no matter the situation. He's introduced me to the lights of love that I never knew could shine so brightly. Is it the way that he touches me that's got me tripping? Because I'm telling you, I'm going hypey. He's like my dope. Got me fiending for more. Showers me with kisses, and I'm never a mistress. I'm more like wifey, and he's my fellow sidekick, like Bonnie and Clyde. We in it till we die. And if only you knew what this real love could do to you, I found my soulmate. And please don't hate, because that means when your man is trying to get with me, I won't give him no play anyway, because that's right, I love my boo. And if you have him, you love him too. And if you try to take what's mine, best believe it'd be suicide, but never mind that. Let's get back to the facts and where I was at, to how my man treats me so good and loves me like no one else could. And I can talk to him like he's my best friend, and I can call on him when I need somebody to depend on. He's my energy, my wind beneath my wings. I love him so, and I will never let him go. He holds the key to my heart. And there's this wire attached with his that makes it spark. He may not be the smartest person in the world, but he's the poetic spirit that I do adore, and he's mine. May not always be there when I call, but he's always on time. And I will give him my all in a drop of a dime. Even in my highest points of tipsiness, I promise to never tell his secrets. For the thought of the vibe of him leaves me speechless, which has got me thinking, is my man ecstasy? Because I'm telling you, man, he gets to me. I mean, I'm so high. I'm touching the sky. Forget the butterflies. I'm mesmerized, magnified. I mean, I am stuck. Love has struck.
Yes, it has.
Woo!
Come on, Kwani, set the mic on fire tonight.
Woo!
Yes,
Yes,
yes. That was beautiful.
it
Thank
was.
you, Kwani.
I told you had that love poem. I told you, girl. Up next to bless our mic is Uraeus. Bless our mic again.
All right. Since we've been doing love poems, there's this poem I've been coming back to. Just I work on every now and then. I would love to put it out. It's called "This Old Photograph." You've come across that old photograph. Once a past life saw your greatest sin. You saw your greatest sin in it, with eyes sharp and discerning enough to find reason to forsake you for so long. A or an E, you've prayed more than you had to for eyes that see something to not condemn. You will come across this picture again. A life you haven't lived yet will find the cosmos in all this brilliance and isolation of truth from emotion, like irises and eyes, wise and complex, enough to see. It's still too much. You can't find it. Whatever it was you saw as you come across this old photograph right now, instead, may you, with much kinder and simpler eyes, see yearning between you and great fire, child seeking warmth, born to a world where all they fed was progress. And when you lose that old photograph and pockets that jump across clothes and lifetimes, may you forgive the lives that can't see themselves anymore until there's no photos left, until there's nothing left to forgive.
Yes. Thank you for that
Thank
piece.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful piece. Thank you so much for that. So next up to the mic, we'll have Miss Drea the poet again. Bless the mic, Queen.
Okay. This piece is titled Connections. In life, we have relationships that connect in different ways. My poem connects on a deeper level. So we paint this picture of what we expect love to be or we think love should be, right? Our lips collide, and with every breath, it ignites my soul. Travels through my bones, I'm addicted to the sound of your voice that breathes oxygen into my lungs. Fixated on the touch of your fingertips that pierce my soul, caresses the interior of my heart. Your words rhythmically gives me life. Blood that flows through my veins, my body flutters. Each and every time I reminisce of the first time in between time, which brings us to the now. Speak life into me. Value my role. Grateful tears, spiritual connections, we are one. I close my eyes. I can touch the moon and see the sun behind. Whew, wait. Okay, right there. I feel you deep inside me. The piercing of my body will respect, and in return, I reciprocate trust, love, loyalty. Enter me deeper. Stop, don't ever let go. Allow me to hold your heart. This is a sensational feeling. Hands intertwine your body and mind. Keep your mind open to the close to perfect mate. Fill me up with the warmth of your touch. Hold me tight, don't ever let go. Penetrate my mouth with truth. Taste the nectar of my thoughts. Heart fueled with joy, enjoying you. And that's my piece.
Beautiful love poem. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Queen. All right. So now we'll take it back to you, Nerd the poet.
All right. I will close out with a love poem as well. This is a preview of the love song Dino McDonald Volume 2. And it's called I Just Want You to Love Me. I just want you to love me like when you see a food coming to you at a restaurant. You read about me, asked for recommendations, looked at what I was made of, maybe or maybe not seen the picture first, but you know I'm going to satisfy your emptiness and fill you up even though it hasn't happened yet. If I'm too much, you can always order a to-go box. Love me like fresh out of the dryer socks, give you tingling sensations at your foundations, and with you every step of the way. I protect you, and in return, you try your best to keep me clean, unstained, avoiding the damage that the outside world is always ready to give me. Or a cool breeze on a hot day at the beach while you're eating ice cream or sucking down a Slurpee slowly so you don't get a brain freeze. Feel me against you, yet still with you, naturally, as if it were how things are supposed to be. You can even love me like how you love getting off of work, knowing that you can be free. I won't put more on you than you can handle, and you can spend time wherever you see fit. Since other men demand so much of it, working under deadlines and other pressures that are intense, I want you to love me like that one song. You know, that one song, the one you don't know the words to all the way, but it moves you in ways you can't understand fully, and you still hum and fumble through it as if God's gift to the spirit is music. I just want you to love me like how Kanye loves Kanye. Passionate, bold, and arrogant, but confident enough to admit mistakes, like being a dropout, but telling the world Jesus walks with you. If it registers late, you can still graduate, but I don't count anything after 808 and heartbreaks. To keep it plain, like how you should love yourself and thy neighbor. Love me like something you love so much you call out to the creator, to the one responsible for making this feeling that you're having. I talked to it and asked it, God, what do you want from me? It said, I just want you to love me like the love in this poetry. Poem.
Thank you so much for that.
He said, I just want you to love me like you love getting off work.
Yes, I felt that.
Love.
That's love.
That's
That's
love
love.
right there.
Yes, that's love. I want to think before ebb and flow. Do you have another piece for us?
I gotta write a love poem. I got a little something, something, but it's, I need to go back and edit it and everything. But I loved all the love poems. I loved everything tonight. It was so dope. But what were you gonna say, Miss Drea?
I was waiting for your love poem. We got
You
to
want
work
to hear
on
the?
that.
I'll put my unedited love poem out to the world. You know what I mean? It's
Okay,
okay.
let's hear it.
All
Freestyle
right.
for us.
I'm not gonna freestyle tonight. I'm not gonna freestyle tonight. But it said, "You love me in all of my brokenness. You waited patiently outside of my heart, but until it was safe to enter, until I could love again, trust again. Now I am whole all on my own. I found peace in pits of gloom, righteousness inside my womb, birthing three beautiful children, a reflection of who I've always been, pure and perfect. In the midst of discovering you loved me wholeheartedly, unceasing and increasing my self esteem. You kissed my forehead ever so softly and whispered your dreams in my ear. You hold my hand while I sleep. You cradle me tight. Promise you never leave me in the middle of night where monsters were inside my head. Me looking with flashlights underneath my bed while you waited patiently, helped me find my free. I found a new muse in you, a patient love. A kind man, afraid of nothing. You beat death. Favor follows you, truth in verse, love in rhythm, our heartbeat in tandem. You hold the key to my locked doors. You enter as if there are no risk, lifting me to a new dimension. We birth bliss in the midst of brokenness. I am yours truly and in full, loving you until my heart cannot love anymore. Forever, I am true because you changed me, mister. Rearranged my perception of love. I am I am at peace in your arms. With your eyes, they tell no lies. With every glance, a new day. I see you with the same eyes in love and light forever and always. I will be loving you my best friend, a man that fought with no hands. You pray with me. And even if your feet never touch the ground again, I am promising to never leave or deceive my vows to you. Boy, you gonna always be my boo. On days when the enemy tries his hand, you hide me way in a foreign land, covered me in roses until I could breathe again. Rebirthing my femininity, you saved me from myself. You raised me from the depths of darkness, all while never raising your voice or your hand, except to embrace my wild. I thank God for you. And in this poem, I testify to you a love so true forever.
Now, see how she tried to downplay that? And she do this all the time, right? Rough draft. My girls are the dopest. Do y'all see this? Dope.
That was literally the first time I read that poem out loud. That was to my husband, Mr. I love
already
you.
know.
Thank you.
Do not play. She always playing. This is what she do. Dope poets. Dope poets tonight.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
I want to thank each and every one of the poets here tonight. Everybody that, accepted my invitation to come on the show. You guys are so dope, hands down. Right. Appreciate it. Nothing but Black excellence tonight. A wonderful show. You guys are always welcome back anytime you want to come back and bless our mic. Just hit me up. You guys have my social media. Ebony's going to close us out, but when the credits run, you guys stay on to after, then we're going to have a quick conversation, okay? Ebb and Flow.
Dope night. The men brought it tonight. We are so very grateful for all of you being here, blessing us with your beautiful pieces. Thank you for coming through, spending time with us, vibing with us tonight. We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you came to Poetry Corner Westside Connection, and we are connected in this thing. So we will see you all again in the real world and in the poetry world. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and meet us next week on the West Side. Love and light.
Thanks, Kwani.